Hello. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Got a short stream today because I still have to pack for leaving the castle. I have not even packed yet. So, but what I will say is that I don't want to come back and be like, all right, it's time to, it's time to fight Rennala. Don't want to come back to that shit next week. So we got to get that done. Yeah, welcome Unicorn. How we doing today? Did we watch the I'm gonna ask if we watched the video because I threw more at it. And I liked it. I kind of liked it. The one thing I will say is that I'm a little concerned about the... I wanted to replay the intro video. Because I feel like contextually it just makes a lot more of the preamble make sense. But it is also like 28 seconds of intro. So I don't know how many people like see that and go, alright, clicked off immediately. Which is a little unfortunate. I thought that the opening bits with the Clair Obscure music was very funny to me. I don't know. I think that's what I like about it's what I like about making stuff, maybe. Like videos, art, whatever. Doesn't really matter. It's like, yeah, that was funny to me. I thought it was funny. Like, I think the new model is cute. I think. Yeah. I don't know. I think there are some people who are like, nah, man, I could never possibly. I can't watch my own videos. I cannot listen to my own voice. You know? Like, nah, that was hilarious. But yeah, I mean, honestly, I want to get more things done. Yes, exactly. Now that we have finished doing one thing, we need to immediately start getting more things done. And honestly, I find if I want to, like, keep a better tempo, a better pace in the video, and not just, like, run, like, 50-second... like uncut segments, it takes more time. And the Elden Ring videos were supposed to be like a less edited. So I can just run it for like 50 seconds. My point is that I don't know. My point is I have no idea what I'm talking about. I don't know why I'm rambling about this. I'm a little out of it. Just a little EP. I think in a good way. EP in a good way. And I'm excited to do more stuff. But I am also away on the weekend. So I'm like, shit. I want to keep finishing these things. Because I played significantly more Clair Obscure. Surprising to literally nobody, there is not some crazy secret ending. Spoiler alert. I mean, maybe that is a surprise to some people, but yeah, I did not manage to find a true ending, and I even had a bit where I commented, which I don't even know if I'm going to keep in. It's so funny. We're 6 minutes in, you might as well play it. Play what? Play what? Huh? Like, play the video game? Play Clair Obscure? Yeah, there was a part in it where I said, so the power of spoilers. I talked about the power of spoilers, which it's so funny to me. I mean, maybe I'll find a better medium for it, a better in-between or something like that, but there was a lot of commentary when I was recording it offline where I was like, yeah, I mean, it's kind of nice to just not need to talk for like 30 minutes and just like get to the next interesting thing and then start talking again. And also, what was it? Yeah, and then but I cut a lot of that stuff. You mentioned an intro video? Oh, no, the one for the video. The one for the video that came out today. And I was like, oh, I feel like the 30 seconds is like, it might be a lot for people. Yeah. Like there's a likelihood that people will click off because they're not interested in the cold open. Whereas I feel like the first joke of me going like, guys, I think we're dead. I think we got cooked, is like the actual opener, and I think the first funny joke, right? But also I feel like there's a meta, or there's some YouTube video openings that are like, immediately loud noises, oh my god! And then, you know what I mean? Like, it's trying to engage you immediately. So I don't know if the low, somber, subtle thing, you know? Long intros are for suckers. Yeah, it's too bad. So, I mean, it's basically like if there was a lore video at all, that's what the lore video is. There's a big red wall, and I blew it the hell up. We did it. But yeah, we're not really doing much today. I actually think I wasn't even gonna probably there's nothing to include in this stream for the purposes of the level design stuff. So there will be another level design video on Sunday, covering some of the other stuff. I noticed actually in the last couple that we haven't focused too hard on it, and I think part of the reason was just I was caught up with the debut stuff. So I'm trying to like take the weekend to reset and then see where we're at. Also trying to pick a new direction, new thing. I got completely distracted. Okay. Spoilers. The power of spoilers. So there was one video that had like, it was like, here are the endings for Clair Obscure or whatever. And it was like the bad ending, the true ending, the epilogue ending, or whatever. So I saw it out of the corner of my eye, and I'm like, okay, well, I guess there must be a true ending. And I'm not going to look up further than that, because I know that there's a lot of game to play. So we'll just continue playing the game and see if there is a true ending. I was going to play it anyways, and I'm, you know, going to try and remove this piece of information from my brain. However, in retrospect, it's just like, you know, even going out of your way to see if there is a true ending at all, or like that seed which has been planted in my brain. I'm just like tilted because I'm like, come on, man. That's why, I don't know, maybe just because I'm very sensitive to spoilers or something like that. But it's like literally anything can imply anything, which is why you just don't comment on anything that hasn't happened yet. You just like don't do it. Unless, you know, you don't do it with the stipulation that if you actually know what happens next, you just don't say it. You don't say, like, real spoilers or fake spoilers or whatever. But I do find that that's a little sad, because then the people who are just kind of speculating can't really, like, say anything. So I don't really know where I land on it, to be completely honest with you, but it's just like a part of that was initiated from that. Also, so after I finished what there was to do in Clair Obscure, because we, you know, we went to the moon. You know what I mean? We did some stuff in that game. It's done now, I think, to the degree that I'll probably care to play it. So I backed up my save just in case. But I also went into New Game Plus because I was curious, like, what is the highest... How do we do the most amount of damage as possible? And I was like, yeah, it's probably something like this. And then I did that. And then I looked up what the... You know, what other strats people have done to get, like, highest damage or something. I'm like, yeah, okay. Awesome. Glad we got that. Glad we're on the same page. And supposedly once you push it to its maximum, it can do quite a lot of damage. Didn't end up doing that. I also was a little sad because there were other comments about it that basically said, it's a shame you can't use, like, Gustav in New Game Plus, because usually the point of New Game Plus is that you just kind of get to use everything. Very obviously he wouldn't exist in cutscenes or anything for obvious reasons, but just kind of like to play the game and play like sandbox mode and stuff. I'm surprised they didn't just like let you use them. I did want to confirm though that Gustav does actually get overcharge on doing damage, dodging and parrying. It does actually say it on the tooltip, because I remember sort of near the start of the game, or when we were comparing it to Verso, it literally says in the thing that you get it off of all of those actions, which is similar to Verso, and also that it's basically the same character. So, what happened to that horse? What do you mean, what happened to it? What do you mean by that? Nothing happened to it. It just exists. It's really... The horse is the funniest thing to me, because it's basically like... I never asked for a horse. It's just there. It looks like it's seen some shit. It's possible. Who knows? I don't have any lore for the horse, except that people seem to like it. I definitely find horses kind of terrifying. Also, to address what you said, what if we give a bunch of fake spoilers and real ones so you don't know which one is which? So this is the misunderstanding, actually. I think this is the problem with people who, like, say real or fake spoilers, who don't understand what I'm trying to say. It is not a matter of which information is actually real. It's that real or fake information in regard to the game you're playing can branch and make new information. So it's like as soon as you put that seed of like, oh, is there a true ending? Like, that sprouts into like thoughts, right? So those thoughts cannot be created yet until someone has said something. So if someone says something like, it's fine to use Lumina points on Gustav. What do you mean it's fine? Do you mean that it's fine? Like, why would it not be fine? You know what I mean? It's like, no. I think it's okay to use Lumina points on Gustav. And it's like, what do you mean by that? Right? Like, depending on where the context of that statement was made, there's like context clues for that. Or literally if someone says, yeah, maybe don't invest the most amount in that character, right? That produces context clues now that potentially affect someone's thoughts and how they interact with the game. So then you go like, all right, well, don't look at chat at all ever and never listen to them saying literally anything. And it's like, that's not what I'm saying, right? I think most of it is within reason, but to outline the principle, it actually has nothing to do with whether or not the spoiler is accurate or inaccurate. It's the connection between you saying something and how that produces thoughts in other people's head. It's like it's a principle. It's a principle. Where's the voice coming from? That is a good question. It's coming from this big bozo dummy idiot right here. So we have to beat Rennala. I don't have a whole lot of time to beat Rennala. Notice how the breastplate is overcompensating? Okay, I want to make something really clear. No, you know something? Alright, I've had it with this shit. I'm crashing out right now in 4K. I'm gonna fucking lose it. I'm gonna lose it right now. Because I'm tired of people being like, oh, you're compensating in your waiting soon screen. Oh, this is... I can't believe you're... Do you want to see my official reference sheet This is my fucking official reference sheet. Is it this one? Hold on a second. I just need to make sure it's the right... No, it's not that one. Because I have two of them. Is it this one? It is this one. This one has my chest drawn in, okay? Hold on a second. Okay. Browse. Yeah. I had to make it explicitly clear. Hold on a second. I mean, this picture is very big. I had to make it explicitly clear to artists because they simply could not understand, even when I added the side profile. Okay? Listen. It was one of the first things that I had commissioned, but since then, so that people could just... We're gonna leave the thighs on screen. So people could understand, I literally had to draw, like, a red line of, like, how the chest is underneath the armor. I had to point it out. It's not my fault. It's not my fault, guys. I didn't ask for this, okay? It's just the vessel that I'm in. There's nothing I can do about it, man. What do you want from me? Also, do you see those? Do you see that fucking ratio? That's a ratio. Some of it might be skirt poof, but I would never tell you. Anyways, technically that character sheet is out of date, but yes. She has lumbar lordosis, otherwise known as Instagram pose syndrome. What the fuck? Like butt sticking out pose syndrome? Is that what you're saying? I forgot that we didn't have any legs equipped right now. Kind of wish I had some, but I do not. But yeah, basically we are here today to just beat this boss. I really don't have much time for anything else, but we sure are gonna lose. I love losing. Yeah, see, the sad thing about losing in Elden Ring is that the enemies don't go sicko mode on you when you die. Man. Alright, well, we have to get our first losses out of the way. This is the most sad part, is trying to remember what the controls are. I think we actually even... And, man, the problem with this build, I think, is that there's so many buttons to press. It's complicated. I don't like it. It's complicated. But yeah, how are we doing today? My last number of days have been... Ow. My last few days have been just playing Clair Obscure. I feel like that was less effective than combusting. Ow. But yeah, I enjoyed playing offline. I realized that I'm basically gonna cut most of my rambling. Lightning Spear is not your DPS option, bro. Yeah, but I wanted to see, because in Phase 2 it is actually a DPS option. Yeah, like oh my god. Like, I had a ramble about the difference between being live or not being live, and feeling like I can say things that are more Like, not really more genuine or anything like that, but... Hey, Waffles, welcome. Your model looks a little Saber-esque. I'm gonna take that as a compliment. I made it myself. And Saber is very cute. So therefore, this is just a compliment. However, if you instead say, I'm a discount Saber, well, that's just rude, you know? That's just not cool. And it would be sick if we just, like, won immediately. Oh, I rolled away from the missiles. Whoopsie. It is very cute. Thank you. I appreciate that. I want nothing more than my art to bring some joy via cuteness into the world. If you would honor your ancestors and pick up a lance or greatsword, we wouldn't still be stuck here. See, I want a weapon. I want a fire weapon. But we don't have the means to make a fire weapon. Or, like, I don't know where to find one. Like, we just don't have it, guys. I can't do it. Yeah. So I just found it funny that, like, the... Streaming is actually, in a way, better as long-form content for the purposes of just, like, rambling, rambling, because you're watching it live, so maybe there's some amount of, like, you get kind of sucked in, whereas I feel like, I don't know, maybe it's the same for a VOD watcher and it doesn't really matter, but I couldn't help myself. When I was editing it, I was like, yeah, this bit is like 5 minutes long. And I don't really want to chop it up, because it doesn't really make sense if you chop it up. So we're just gonna cut it. Because it doesn't make sense. Ow! Come? Huh? That's still funny to me. Why does she ask me to come every single fight? You can't tell me what to do. Glintstone mages have a magic lightsaber move. Yeah, I think that... what's it called? I'm supposed to have a rapier that has, like, a magic end to it. If you've played the Flag Bearer mod, which I expect every single watcher of my stream to have played my Flag Bearer mod in Slay the Spire, you would know that I have, like, a basket guard rapier that has a magic end to it. So that would actually be kind of on theme if to do, like, glintstone sword stuff. But I wanted to catch flame people. This was a mistake. I'm so glad I did not get punished for that. Wow. She dodged that by listfully going to the right. Oh my goodness. Oh my, what the... Me trying to read chat and dying immediately. Ah! What the heck? Oh. Chin up, you're cute? What does that mean? Wait, what do you mean chin up? Why do you need my chin to be up? Oh, I forgot there's these things. They're the worst. Get off me! Yeah, I'm fucking cooked. What the hell is this shit? Is it gonna go away? Is it just gonna... Okay. 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 Alright. I was like, is that just gonna stay here? Okay. So we are not going to waste our time attacking this thing. We're just gonna hold the guard button and pray. Okay. We're not dead yet. Oh. Okay, well, I made the mistake of approaching when she was gonna take the dogs out. That's my bad. Do I maybe need to get a weapon? Like, I genuinely feel like having a spellcasting duel with this person is not a good idea. Jellyfish summon is a little buns here, not gonna lie. That's fair. Maybe I could switch the summon I'm doing. She could stop Kamehamehing. That would be nice. Yeah, fire should work. What do you mean fire? Like a fire summon or a fire weapon? Like, what are we talking here? Sorry, you asked this question. Slay the Spire, is that any good for real? What do you mean by that? Slay the Spire is great. I love Slay the Spire. I love playing Ascension 20 and just losing. Just use Catch Flame. See, my problem with using Catch Flame is that A, it literally does less damage, and B, like, she just walks away from me. Oh, it's a pedestal for... Okay, I'm just gonna stop talking. It's a pedestal for books. Walk forward, she's a zoner. Yeah, I don't know, man. The problem is, if I try to chain together Catch Flames, it doesn't seem to work. So I guess maybe I can't get more than like 2 hits or something. It just ease what it is, maybe. Can I change my summon, like, here? Or does that have to be at the Grace? How do I change it? Oh. Yeah, what if I summon, like, 5 demi-human spirits? What if I summon, like, Banished Knight Engval? Anything that staggers would be pretty decent. Do these stagger? Are these the bow guys? Ha! 69 FP. Nice. Yeah, let's try summoning the big knight guy, because that sounds cool. I can't even summon it. Do I just not have enough FP to summon it? Wait, how do I not... Oh, I can't summon it because I'm not on the boss. Shush! 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 Key off! Alright. Pick my plaps. Instead of back shots, would this be more like a book shot? Oh my god, it's one. Ow. Come on. The chanting children unnerve me. I think that's the point. I think it's supposed to be like, what the hell did I just walk into? You know? Alright. Get him. Stop telling me to come! Bro! That was on me. Sorry, when she tells me to come, I just like, you know, I just forget what I'm doing, guys. I'm sorry. I'm just really not... Get distracted immediately. The knight was doing work, though. Yeah, I feel like the giant kind of comes out of nowhere. I should really just, when the circle gets spawned, I really just need to, like, go away. I literally delayed so that I wouldn't get hit by the back shots, and they still hit me with the back shots. I can't believe it. I did not send the lever down. I'm tilted. I'm tilted. I'm tilting. Don't answer this question, but I am actually curious if there's like a Black Flame version of Gash Flame. Because that'd be sick. If we find it, we're gonna go sicko mode with that shit. We go again. Alright. That wasn't a question. Yeah, there are a lot of things that I say that aren't questions that people feel the need to answer as if it were a question. I'm sorry. A lot of the things that I'm saying or have said today kind of sound like you just hate talking to chat. And the answer is no. It's just like, I can't stop myself from my brain just going like, well, I don't want to know if it's there. I want to dream about if it's there and then find out later. No? Have a little whimsy. It's just having some whimsy, guys. I can dream. Like, I can dream about Rennala stepping on my face, right? Just because it's not actually in the game doesn't mean, like, I can't dream about it existing. Right? Okay. Alright. This phase 1 is going swimmingly. What's the question for? What's the problem? She's got her grippers out. She's literally got the dogs out. And I can dream about her stepping on me. That's literally the case. In the same way that when I think of Ronnie, like, sometimes you just want to be a chair. And I think it's okay to want to roleplay as a chair, and there's no problems with that. I feel like we should stop judging people for wanting to be chairs. Okay. It's 2025, guys. I want to be a chair.
Come, sweetings.
Stop telling me to come! Okay. Bro, why do they keep spawning like 7 billion light years away from where the boss is? Can you stop? Okay. This is just going great. This is just fantastic. You finished Ronnie's quest yesterday? How was that? Have you ever wanted your girl to just be able to fit in a jar? Dude, the Ronnie doll is so cute, man. I don't know. It's great. It's fantastic. Oh. Keep forgetting that there's a laser beam at the start of this fight. Ooh. Get interrupted. Why would you need a jar? Well, it's kind of like... So I was pitching this idea on a Claire Obscure stream, but hear me out. So, like, what if we took an anime girl figure and we made the figure like... Oh, I don't have a heal. Okay, that's fine. It's okay. We weren't having this. It's fine. So hear me out. We take like an anime girl figure, right? So for example, we take like the Ronnie doll and we turn it into a reusable ice cube. So it would have liquid in it. You could freeze it and then you put it like in a jar. And then when it's in the jar, right? You fill the jar with milk and then you can like have chilled milk with an anime girl in the jar as a reusable ice cube. Right? This idea would go gangbusters. It's absolutely... This would go crazy. It's cute. Probably the best questline to me. Frenzy is cool too, though. You see the vision? That's what I'm saying! See, people were like, oh, I don't know. Oh, I don't know. New to gamer subs. Reusable ice cubes. Dude, we could make so much fucking money. Just make like little chibi versions of different VTubers that you can put in your soda as reusable ice cubes or milk jars. It would go crazy. You could buy my reusable ice cube and then mix your flavor flagpole froth today. Make it extra frothy. Use code flagpole. Oh man. See, it's gonna be really funny when we're never sponsored by GamerSupps ever, because I'm literally a 3-view nobody. And then in like 5 years, people are gonna be like, wait, you don't actually have a GamerSupps flavor. Why do you keep talking about flagpole froth? You don't have a... It's not a real flavor! I'm disappointed! I know, guys. I'm disappointed too. I want nothing more than to order my own tub of flagpole froth, and it's never gonna happen. But that doesn't mean we can't dream. We're bringing it all the way back. Dream about flagpole froth. Dream about being Ronnie's chair. Dream about getting stepped on. It's a simple life. But a fulfilling one. Stop hitting me with your books! Stop it. Cease! Thank you for the head pack. Okay, do not summon immediately at the start of the fight. She fires a laser beam. Okay. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate. I love when I just don't react. It's my favorite thing. Alright. Catch these hands. Catch these flames. Run up and down smash. Okay, we need to back the fuck up right now. We need to back the fuck up right the fuck now. He's gonna go again? Dude, that's cheating! What the hell? Bro, you're supposed to get like one move, little bro. Get the fuck out of here. She's summoning again? Stop it. Fucking cease. Cease this shit. This is bullshit. I only get to summon one thing. Why do you get to summon like 5 things? Get out of here. Cease. Leave. Go. Stop. Where'd she go? Can I just like run up to her? Oh my god. Can you stop summoning? Please. 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 Stop. She's summoning again. Can you... Is she just gonna go through fucking everything? Like... Does she have to summon every single freaking summon? Like, is she gonna start looping around? She's literally summoned everything. I've seen everything. Where'd she go? I can't believe it. She gets to resummon the dragon? That's not even fair! Oh my god. I'm gonna crash out. I'm... First of all, I don't know why I was walking there when I was literally mashing the roll button. If you run up to her toesies during the Kamehameha wave, you just go underneath it. Yeah, I think we mostly knew that. You need some dragon hearts and visit the dragon church. Those spells can be great for your build. You tried to flask and that locks you in the stupid animation. I think I pressed the flask button. I don't think I tried to flask. What you need to know is that those are her afterimage and not summons. What is the difference? The difference is the intention. I didn't intend to flask. Okay, I mean, I can't use these because they don't have enough arcane. Channels dragon to bite foe before caster. I mean, are these good? I could theoretically get like 16 arcane. Or like 12 arcane. How many attempts are we on? Please, please don't ask. Please. Please do not ask that question. I will start crying. I will cry on stream right now. They are good, but you don't need them now or anything. I'm wondering if I should use this over Catch Flame. Like if I rock up to this fight and I start dragon flaming her ass. The claw one does big physical damage slowly, so that would help. Dragon Claw, 13. Alright. That spell is awful. Okay, let's just clarify. Let's go one by one. Dragon Fire would not be good now. Okay. How about Dragon Claw? How's it going? Flar, I will cry on stream. It's not going good like usual. Okay, so Dragon Fire is awful. Okay. How about Dragon Claw? Dragon Claw is okay. How about Dragon Maw? Is Dragon Maw any good? Maw! We've got a weird dragon outside! Maw! Maw, this dragon outside is yapping! Okay. Understandable. I bought Dragon Claw. I'm going to go... Did I just eat a heart? Maw's Claw, but slower and more expensive. I see. Okay. Okay. Oh, maybe... We haven't tried Crucible Horns yet. So maybe that does something. Oh, I need 13 Arcane. Hold on a second. I don't even know if this is gonna get me enough. Alright, how many levels is this? Like 1? It's not even 1 level. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get 1 level. And then I'm going to use it to level an arcane. That might actually be a mistake. What if I use it to level Faith? And then I do more damage? Guys, I could do more damage! Could do more damage right now! Like, 1 point is gonna make a difference. Vigor? No, but what about the damage? You're actually probably right, though. You need that desperately. What do you mean by that? What do you mean I need Vigor desperately? Are you saying that my current constitution is not enough? So are you making fun of me right now? Are you trying to insult my constitution? Do I look tiny to you? Look at how much thigh I have. I could take a few hits. I could take some back shots and not die. Takes 1 back shot, dies immediately. Arcane will give you some useful attack variety. Okay, there is one thing that I want to try, which is I want to try ramming her with my horn. So we're gonna do a big charge attack with the horn, and we're just gonna ram her with it. See if we can get like a big stagger or something. It's really important in tough fights so you don't die in 1 hit. Yeah, I agree with this. And we'll have armor eventually. Ram her? Yeah, so this move, aspect of Crucible Horns, it's like a ram. So you like bust your horn out and you just go like... You just do like an aggressive thrust. You just jam it. I'm not getting 1 shot yet. That's fair. I mean, I think leveling it up slowly over time is still reasonable and something that I want to do. I think having heuristics is probably... Hey, welcome to House Lyria. Thank you so much for subbing. I think having heuristics for how much you want to have at whatever points in the game is fine. I don't have issues with that. And I do know that I typically, in Dark Souls games, under-spec the HP value. Like, notoriously, I will literally be, like, soul level 80 or whatever, and be like, why am I getting one-shot? Like, when I fought Manus in Dark Souls 1, offline, like, this was before I streamed. When I fought Manus in Dark Souls 1, I was like, I like, literally, like, I just died. Like, this guy breathes on me and I die. Honestly, that's so based, Waffle. First of all, I would like to clarify that. I do think Unicorn is correct insofar as that I am not getting one-shot. Technically, I don't need the level of Vigor right now, and I agree with that. However, based, we're allowed to make mistakes, gang, is real. That is real. It is real to take damage and not get punished heavily. We vibe with that shit. Oh my god. She showed me her full moon! I didn't want it! Okay. Take my massive horn attack. Alright, this is... I'm sorry, Rennala. This is just how it's gotta be. It is what it is. It is what it is, Rennala. It is what it is. It is what it is. Get knocked up. It is what it is. It is what it is, Rennala. It is what it is. Alright. Okay. Alright, well, I'm getting summoned. I got summoned on. I was unsuccessful in knocking her up. Feels bad, man. Put everything into faith. All you need is faith in yourself. My friends have a saying that they like to say all the time when we're playing games together. They say I'm surrounded by ops. And I take that very personally. I'm surrounded by ops, including myself. The amount of faith that I have in myself is probably negative. It's about as negative as chat's Riz. That's what I would make the comparison to. Alright. This time on Flar unsuccessfully knocks up Rennala. Horns did seem kind of effective, though. What? You have to get so sexually close to do damage? I do need to be, like, right in their face to actually get the shot off. It would be like Flar to skip an intelligence build for a Faith one. Classic VTuber simp. Listen, I've been watching To Be Hero X, and if that show has taught me anything, all I need to do is put my trust value into Lucky Cyan. That's it. My VTuber Oshi will literally bring me good luck. That's my understanding, man. That's it. And the thing we know about anime is that it is 100% accurate to real life. Why she got the dogs out? Sorry, I was distracted. So if you guys put all of your trust value in me, that means my power will grow. That's how it works, right? The amount of subscribers you have on the platform does actually determine how much strength you have, right? I think. That's how someone explained it to me, right? 10 out of 10 new goober face on a miniature and we're cooking. By Mother's Amber. Like to keep vigor at the bare minimum for avoiding one-shots. Yeah, I think I would like to have two. Like, probably if I could take 2 shots, that's what I would feel comfortable with. So I really should... Wow, she literally beamed me twice in a row. That's crazy. Alright. Get knocked up. Ah! Oops. That was the wrong switch. Oh, fuck! Who is this guy? He just comes out of nowhere. And it tilts me. No, my knight! Oh, he's so cooked. He's actually just so dead. Oh. Oh. Oh, give him the double? Get double teamed? Hey, let's go! Alright, sweet. We did it.
Weave thy night into me.
Alright. Oh, man. Let's go. Oh! You know, I kind of wish that was me, though, right? You know, getting double teamed by, like, you know, the knight, and I feel like it could work, you know what I'm saying? I would ask if anything cool has happened yet, but I can plainly see that it hasn't. Yeah, unfortunately. Okay, that's just not very nice, right? The knight kind of took it like a champ. Dude, he was on, like, a sliver of HP. That's the end of the stream, guys. I mean, actually, literally. Unfortunately, this stream was not meant to be long.
Where did he flee, my sweetings?
You're still alive?
From whence ye hide. There are books and light aplenty. Dither not. Come out, say I, or will ye be gravestones, to be better born anew?
Is she literally holding on to, like, an egg yolk? What the hell is that? Check the dogs out. Yo! What are those? What are those? Wait, hold on a second, wait. One second, wait. Hold on a second. I move this way. And I... Hold on a second. What are those? What are those? Alright. Amber egg. I literally just got here. Yeah, I'm sorry. So I'm gonna be out of the castle for the weekend. Normally, I stream on weekends. And we would presumably be continuing this run or doing more level design things. I do have a question, though. Are any of you here because you watched, like, a level design video and you were like, wow, that's really cool. I'm interested in the fact that they're doing level design analysis. Or are you here because it's like, wow, someone's playing Elden Ring? It is actually okay if it's either. I am just curious to know if people care about the LD videos, basically. I'm here because I like seeing people try Elden Ring and your model is cool. Thank you. Got here from scrolling recommended. Totally cool. I appreciate your honesty, by the way. But yeah, to explain what we would be doing is that part of this run... So I've played Elden Ring before. I've not done the DLC, so that's still something we need to do that's completely new. But our first run of Elden Ring was like 3 years ago. I've not played it since. I basically forget all of this. I didn't even remember that this boss had a phase 2. Okay? Like, I don't remember basically anything. So, this is effectively a new run for me. At the same time, I am trying to do a little bit of analysis of the levels, just to be like, oh, this is a cool lighting trick that they used here, or I like how they did the decoration in this area, or there's one torch telling us where the entrance is. That's my favorite thing. So we're kind of doing like a couple things with this run, if you're interested to come back, because this was an incredibly short stream. But yeah, because I didn't feel like I would have time to get too in-depth into, like, starting a new level, like, looking at the entrance and stuff like that. I'd rather just save it for next time. And in the case that this would have taken 40 more minutes because I keep getting cooked by Mrs. Feet McGee, then I wanted to give myself the time to do that. Luckily, we finished, so that's good. I have an ungodly amount of hours in Elden Ring, so I like seeing new looks on it. True, true, true. Well, I mean, that means when you come back next time, you can hear me talk about lights. Lights and stuff. Can I actually show you the coolest light in this area? It's really funny to me. Thank you for the head pat. It's really funny to me because I think we've looked at this light, I think 3 times now? I've pointed out this light like 3 times because I just think it's cool, but also very funny when you look closely at it. He'll be kidnapped and thrown into the basement to become a Lyrilyte. Yeah, you could become a Lyrilyte. You could be one of these goobers. Look at this goober. Look at this little guy. Check this out. How many people feel like this candle is capable of producing this much light? Additionally, how many people think that this candle can produce light from underneath itself in this corner? You see this little corner here where all of this light is coming from, magically, where the candle isn't? That's my favorite shit. We got the sun in the wall. This is like my favorite light ever. You want to know why this is my favorite light ever? Is because 99% of players did not make any comment about this. I never really stopped to look at that. Yeah, exactly. The thing is, I'm not bashing it. This is totally functional. It looks great. And the verisimilitude is there. So, like... Oh, I forgot that there's people here. Here, let me see if I can do this without getting roasted by the enemies. But yeah, so half of this run is basically looking at the lighting, the level design, the leading. And this is probably one of my favorite areas, right? I could point out weird stuff and bugs I'm sure no one cares about. Panty shot? What? You didn't see anything. You don't know nothing about anything. But yeah, so the cool thing is that from here, I would wager that most people would look at the light first, because that's kind of how we pathfind. Like, we look at lights. It's very useful to us to look at lights. So we see the light, we look at the light, we find the grace. Very good. Working as intended. And additionally, there's a pickup, like, over there in that corner. And this hallway does not have another hallway on the other end. Probably so that it does not confuse the player. That's probably my favorite light in this area. I think there were some other things I pointed out. I don't remember. Oh yeah, pathfinding in the courtyard and stuff like that. But that's all coming out on Sunday, so... You care to just hear me ramble about only the level design stuff, I'm trying to curate that. But yeah. It was when you were getting up from the ground. Stop looking at my panties when I'm getting up from the ground, then. If you consider that, maybe try to be, like, a little more respectful and not look at my... Wait, wow. That's actually... It's crazy how it, like, just perfectly cuts. Like, you can't see it. Start wearing pants. I can't. If it was the candle making a candle appropriate amount of light, it wouldn't be as visible as it should be from the main hall. Yeah, exactly. The designs I hate the most is having the torches on the siege towers. Yeah, that was really funny. Sorry, let's go back to that. So, because we have a little bit of time and there's new people here and I want to look impressive to the new people, guys. I hope we can actually get to the things, because I'm realizing that this place actually has like a... Oh my god, we're gonna have to wait for the lever to come down. Did you know that they put... Guys, in case you didn't want to get lost, there is a single torch telling you that there's an elevator here. If you want to picture it, I know that it is a straight hallway, but legitimately, if that torch wasn't there, some people might not find the elevator. Don't look up or down when you move the camera, it irks me. Wait, what do you mean? Like this? You're changing the way I look at games? Stop. Oh no. See, I think we're ruining the magic. Yeah. I mean, I guess in a way, pointing out level design things is actually just, it is just ruining things for people. And I fully respect and I understand when people don't want things ruined for them. Like, that's actually totally fair. But I want to go to the thing that Bullet was tilting off about. There's one torch here, by the way. It's also not on the back wall. It's here, literally right beside the ladder, because... Probably because we need to be able to find the ladder at night. Poi pointed that out. But if you'll notice, this wall also has a different texture. Like, you can tell what it is from, like, the background. Like, imagine that you're here, right? If that wall didn't have a different texture, it might just, like, all blend in for one person, and then, like, they wouldn't really know what they're looking at. So for sake of visual clarity, they put, like, moss on that one. If you look at the seam between the two textures, it's probably just two walls jammed together, which is really funny. But it looks totally fine. Okay. Oh shit, it's not on this side. No, I went to the wrong side. Hold on a second. It needs to stop. Cease. But yeah, I mean, like, the Elden Ring LD is very good. Actually, the reason why we're doing this in the first place is because we were looking at bad level design. Or we were complaining about bad level design, and I was like, you guys don't understand. Good level design is like 99% similar, except not as obnoxious. Also, if you want to look at this, the ladder prop is a different color than the wall, so it's more visible. Like, that's believable in and of itself. Like, you probably wouldn't make the ladder of the exact same material, but the ladder is, like, purposefully cut. Like, it was an acid. It had to be made by somebody. You know what I mean? Like, someone had to pick the color for the thing. So, it's likely there was a prop artist who had to choose single torch, by the way. There's also a single torch there, and a single torch there, in your immediate sight line. You know, because we had to put a single torch out here by the siege tower. We definitely had to have this torch here, just in case you got lost. Just in case anybody got lost between the last 4 torches telling you where to go, we had to put this one here. But yeah. I think the main thing for me is that, like, how would I say? Enjoying art is not necessarily about being critical about every single placement of every single thing all the time. That's not the point. But it is very funny to call it out for people who didn't think they were, you know, getting led around. LD's here to help you, not to, hurt you. Bro really tried to jump you. Nice reflexes all the time. Okay, hold on a second. Actually, my friend sent me this video. Oh my god. I can't pull it up because I think it's on Twitter. So I don't have a window capture for Twitter specifically. And I don't want to, like, scroll one post and then it immediately shows my recommended as, like, all anime VTuber gooner shit. But it's like these, people playing... What are they called? Dueling Beyblades? Playing Beyblade? They were doing a Bey battle, guys. They were battling. And one of them, their Beyblade went on top of the arena. Like, there was a plastic dome on top of the arena. So they got skipped out of the arena when they clashed. And then it just started spinning around the rim of the top. And the caption was like, yo, I've never seen a Beyblade Aura farm before. What the hell is this? That shit was awesome. I don't know, it reminded me of it. We need a meme of someone complaining about yellow paint and in a separate frame having flares complain about single torches. Yeah, exactly. I mean, this is just the yellow paint of this game, but it's not... It's fine. It's fine! Making a congruent visual language that is somewhat believable within your universe is good. And I think Elden Ring did a good job of making sure that, of course, the people here would use torches. It's just sometimes we're going to take a torch and then also put a massive-ass spotlight. We're also just going to put a spotlight where this lantern is, or where this candle is, because the candle light by itself isn't actually obvious enough to tell you where to go. Yellow paint in recent games have been crazy. Yeah, exactly. And I think that having a mixture of like props and pointers and sight lines that show you where to go, while also not like... So think about it this way. This is a torch. If we're not too critical about it, we could believe that this torch is just... It's here because they're going to need a torch on the siege tower. That makes sense if you don't think about it that hard. Like, this torch being specifically at this height, at nighttime, they're going to need the torch to be lit so that they can find the ladder. This makes sense. You could say that it's a little conspicuous that there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 torches in a row that take you to the golden path of the level, and then you can afford to be a little conspicuous about the fact that the dev is showing you where to go, just because they don't want you to get lost. But this also could have just been yellow paint, and it would look atrocious. It would look so bad. So, thank God that the Elden Ring devs are not clowns, and they didn't just go like, yeah, guys, I think the saturation on this wood isn't good enough. I think we gotta cover it actually all in yellow paint. Guys, I think it's not obvious enough, guys. So, yeah, it can get a little bit much sometimes. Actually, you know what's a really good example of this, by the way? Which we talked about last time, but I felt like Quite Obscure's LD wasn't super compelling. And I think even that game has some pretty conspicuous, like, prop markings and stuff. I'm trying to see if I can get this guy off the edge. I'm trying to edge him. I'm edging this guy. Hey! Ragdoll. Am I a bad person for laughing at that? Yellow paint is just obtrusive because 90% of the time it makes no sense for it to be there. I want to see if I can get this guy off 2025. First of all, I did say I want to see if I can edge them, not if I can get them off. That is not... I said something else, just to be clear. But, people lack game sense sometimes, and they rage and negatively review before getting good, so devs got to be safe. As many times as I've gone through these areas, my mind has been turned off. This has been fun. Cool. I'm glad this was cool to you. But yeah, it's like... To go into the most amount of... I guess, nuance on the thing is that, like, you want to find a balance. You want to strike a balance between what doesn't look too obnoxious to the player. Like, people like subtle things. Like, they like subtle guiding principles. Like, think about it this way. If you... I don't actually really want to use that example either, but, like, we have principles of, like, visual hierarchy and leading and landmarking and spatial awareness. And these are all things that, if you're a keen level designer, you don't have to put yellow paint everywhere. However, sometimes you might just be like, I don't really want them to get lost at this beat because it's pretty critical that they find out where to go. Maybe they aren't going to find the next thing. So I'm going to put like a torch or like a knocked over bench or something pointing in the direction that you feel like they need to go. And there's several techniques. I would say that if you're using yellow paint as your main visual language for telling people where to go, you should probably have a really good reason for it. Because there's other ways to do it. There are different ways. So think about it this way. Have you ever seen a marked crate before? Like, in a game, people have complained about, like, yellow X's on crates. Right? Because it's a little annoying to look at. I feel like a good way to indicate that a crate is interactable like I've seen crates that have markings on them, right? Like shipping numbers or places that they need to go. So for me, again, if you're artistically making decisions about what your props want to look like, what I would probably do is that I would have one face of the box that has like red text on it to a saturation that is visible to the player, but maybe not so saturated that it's yellow paint. And then the text can be a little bit more obvious. It doesn't need to be a giant yellow X or something, but because there's that little bit of saturation, it might stick out to you and be like, oh, that's something that I can interact with. The visual language works, it's congruent, but it's also not like, here I literally nutted yellow paint on the floor. You know what I mean? And I think that this is a good example of the in-between of that, is that it's like, torches aren't obnoxious to look at. We like looking at torches. This is a pretty torch. I like this torch, right? So making sure that there's just a signal, yeah, basically what Poi, I think, is saying here. Sometimes environmental art gets to the point where what is interactable is very unclear. At that point, you might need a bright and clear marker. There are better solutions than yellow, but it works. Exactly. So making sure that the player has a congruent visual language for them to understand what is interactable, what isn't interactable, is very critical. And I think that a keen developer would probably not use yellow paint because people are, you know, tilted about it. It's probably not the best indicator at the current moment. But yes, that is my app session. I am going to probably go. It's a thing they do in anime a lot. You can see where anime characters can interact with the environment by contrast. I can't tell if you're meme blasting me. What is that supposed to mean? But yes, if you're still here, I'm going to say, hey, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being here. Get out of here. I appreciate your support, as always. And I should be back next Wednesday, I think. Maybe Tuesday later in the evening. But I think like latest Wednesday or late Tuesday. Which I'm not going to make a waiting room or anything. It would probably just be Elden Ring, so. Objects that are going to move often look a lot worse than the rest of the environment. Oh, for anime. Okay, I understand what you're saying now. I didn't fully understand, but now I get it. Okay. Alright, see you later, everybody. Goodbye. Bye. Bye-bye.